Alright, welcome back to Conqueror and Commander. Right now I'm going to be showcasing a game using my Course of the Conclave deck here. Let's look at my opponents. The first guy here is Kodama of the South Tree. Holy cow. Obviously a rarely played commander. I don't think I've ever seen a Kodama of the South Tree deck, but there are a decent amount of green spirits out there, so it should be interesting to see what he does. He's essentially going to be like a slightly worse version of that green legend that's basically Kamal's like son or something like that. Baru Fist of Krosa, that's right. So we'll see what he does. Send triplets is obviously Esper-based control, sometimes artifact-based. Intet, the original red, blue, green commander, is piloted by my boy Neo 1992. Neo and I actually talk a lot about decks and deck construction, and he actually helped me out a lot with creating this deck as well, so he knows what to expect from me. I haven't played against his Intet deck in a while, and he also said that he changed it recently, so it'll be interesting to see what he has going. My land here has, or my hand here has 4 lands, plus an early turn play and Scavenging Ooze and Path to Exile, so it's obviously a keep. My first draw is Serra Ascendant. You know, I put Eternal Witness under my Mosswort Bridge. I decide, you know, Serra Ascendant doesn't need to come out on the second turn, so I'm just going to kind of slow play him a little bit. Since he's Divining Top from my boy Neo, and he knows how much this card annoys me, so I'm sure he does it on purpose. Petalmane Baku, holy cow. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that, like, can only be played in Commander. Trailblazer Boots from Send Triplets, and then I get to Cultivate. So next turn, the Ascendant's going to come out to play. Shinin of Life's Roar. Just awesome. Just awesome. All this stuff. Obelisk of Esper. Obviously, Darksteel Inglet is either unavailable or already in the deck. Trigon Predator. That's going to hurt the triplet player the most. So we'll see if she has an answer. I bust out Serra Ascendant and sit back. Kodama's Reach from the Kodama player. Seems very fitting. What's Send Triplet's going to do but Wrath of God to wipe the board? I'm fine with that because I've got Sun Titan. It seems like it might have been an early Wrath, but obviously the Send Triplets player wanted his artifacts. Scavenging Ooze is going to run around and eat up people's graveyards. Wow. Kindercatch. Awesome sauce. And the Triplets player steals it with Mind Control. So yeah, Triplets is obviously a control deck. Intet keeps using SDT to spin and spin and spin. I know Neo likes to play non-basic hate, so that's why you see a bunch of basics from him, but luckily I've got a decent amount of basics too. I draw Skull Clamp, that should be helpful. I go ahead and attack Kodama just because. And play Sun Titan so that I can bring Serra Ascendant back. So I'm going to be beaten down on people here. Kodama comes out to play. He's just awesome. I have no idea what that picture is either. I mean, it's just goofy looking. Concentrate to draw 3 cards and do not a whole lot more. Intet hits 6 lands. Soul Ring is sitting back. I don't know. Bone Horde isn't going to be very big because I'm eating up everybody's creatures, but I do get to play Skull Clamp. Unfortunately, nothing really to eat in the graveyard, and nothing to recur. Kodama plays Early Harvest, and Thousand-Legged Kami. That's awesome. Soul Shift isn't going to help very much when I've got Scavenging Ooze out. I realize I kind of make a mistake. I should have Skull Clamped the Serra Ascendant. Unquestioned Authority from Kindercatch to draw a card, and then Weathered Wayfarer. Neo plays his own card draw spell. Opportunity, that's what it was. Wolfear Silverheart is actually kind of an underplayed commander card. It can just buff the crap out of people's commanders. I don't think I even mentioned it in... Ignore any ringing in the background you hear in my review, but it's actually pretty good. You And he's also got Tandem Lookout, which turns everybody into like Oron Vipers. And with the Silver Heart, it makes everybody big. So that's interesting. Tandem Lookout is a great combo with Inferno Titan, according to Neo. So I eat things up in the graveyards. Oh, it was Concentrate, I was right. I path to exile the Silver Heart, and I attack Neo, and send triplets, and I'm up to 55 life already. At this point, I can also activate Mosswort Bridge. Chameleon Colossus is a spirit, and I get hit for 7. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to, none of these guys are really big and scary at this point. Oh, Mystifying Maze. That is a little annoying. But I do have Strip Mine, and I've got Sun Titan. I'm at a comfortable 42 right now. Compulsive Research. Rift Sweeper is going to get back like Trigon Predator or Concentrate or something like that. Doesn't really matter. He attacks the Tandem Lookout attacks 10 triplets because he's open just to draw cards, and I exile more stuff. So Bone Horde doesn't really work well in this game because I've got the Scavenging Ooze out, but I get rid of Treetop Village because I don't want to be attacked more. Then I bring back the Strip Mine. I'm only going to use this trick in order to get rid of a couple of the bigger non-basic threats. I'm not going to like blow up people's... Well, I shouldn't say that, because you'll see what I do at the end here. So people are going after the Esper deck, even though I'm at 49, mainly because I've got 2 big dudes right here. And right now we've got Kodama at 36, Centriplets at 18, but she's going to get hit slower, and Intet at 16. Ooh, this is awesome. Strength of the Cedars. It's an instant arcane spell. Just sweet. So he's gonna pump him, give him +7/+7, and take out the triplets. Just like that. So there is actually some good stuff here. And he gets Kindercatch back. So the deck is pretty good. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Okay, he uses Jilt to bounce, what did he just bounce? The Chameleon Colossus, that's right. And then does 2 damage to my Ascendant, and I'm wondering, okay, where's the next 4 damage going to come from? But he doesn't do anything, and he just attacks to draw more cards. Plays Skull Clamp. Clamps his Rift Sweeper, and I eat up more stuff in people's graveyards. Now, don't forget, with Scavenging Ooze, you can actually eat up stuff that isn't creature-based, but you just don't get the benefit, the +1/+1 or the 1 life. I draw Mana Reflection. Now, at this point, like, I can play Mana Reflection if I really want to, and then bust out, of course, the Conclave in the next turn. But I'm sitting pretty right now. I'm not doing so bad at all. So I know that Neo, as the Intet player, is pretty dangerous, and he's got 2 islands up. I decided that I'm going to just go ahead and strip mine 1 island so that he doesn't like bounce. I draw out a bounce spell or something like that if it's there, and then I can get the strip mine back with Sun Titan if need be. I finally clamp the Sarah Ascendant. What he did was he bounced the card that he used Wipe Away to balance the island I was going to strip. So basically he didn't really have any... I guess he could have wiped away one of my creatures? I don't know. Yeah, he could have. But he wouldn't have had the mana. He needed to do it right then. Maybe he thought I was going to attack Kodama, but instead I just see the opportunity and I take it. And I know that he's got a dangerous deck. He always plays good decks, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. And then I play the Mana Reflection. I equip my Sun Titan with the Skull Clamp. I fully expect to be attacked here. Verdant Eidolon gives everybody big stuff. Oh, and Overrun. Sweet. So 27. And I go ahead and block so that I can draw some cards. I clamp my Ascendant. I use Eternal Witness to get back my Sun Titan. I play Behemoth Sledge and Soul Ring. I equip my Scavenging Ooze with Behemoth Sledge, and I attack. What I did was I clamped my Eternal Witness in order to draw 2 more cards. That's the Tranquil Thicket and the Scoot Mob. Just because I wanted more cards. He's only got 2 cards in hand, but I'm in a pretty good spot right now with my 2 huge life linkers. But he's shown that he can hand out massive amounts of damage, so I wanted the extra cards. What I can do now is play Sun Titan in order to get Eternal Witness back if I want. Well, I cycled Tranquil Thicket, getting Primeval Titan. But again, I'm going to, Sun Titan to get Eternal Witness back, which will get Condemn or Path to Exile in my hand. And then I strip one of his lands. He attacks. And then this is a goofy little combo that I didn't find out until I was playing just now, which is I can Path to Exile something, clamp Eternal Witness, sending Eternal Witness to my graveyard, attack with Sun Titan, bringing Eternal Witness back to get my Path to Exile back, so that I can clear the board of blockers. I use the Path to Exile in response to the Sun Titan's trigger here to get rid of the Colossus. And then I get the Eternal Witness back, Path to Exile Kodama, and I've got 16 damage coming his way. And that should be enough to, or more than that, because I've also got Sun Titan. So, unless he has Fog, which he doesn't, I got that game. So, you know, it turned into sort of like a good stuff type deck with this game. The Wrath was a little early, and, you know, things just worked out well for me in this game. Right after this game, I played another game that I won, but unfortunately the replay didn't work, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find at least one more game for you guys, okay? I'll see you shortly.